It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Air Force Falcons, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Sun Devils will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Air Force Falcons offense will have the opening possession of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. All right, guys, let's chat about it. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead. This is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams in the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Makes the grab. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Falcons have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Price. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires downfield. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run play action. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism. And also,
oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
He's going for the goal line, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Falcons.
How do do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arizona State's offense will take the field for the first time. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates. And while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Sun Devils headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Hendricks. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Gonna look downfield again. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Yeah, Reese, the bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called.
Quarterback keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He spins that thing down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Falcons will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Good blocking, good running, pick up at 6 out to the 30. The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Hendricks. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. The give out of the gun. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
In the backfield, it's Hendricks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. To the ground with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, when you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it for a big play. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, something.
Touchdown, Air Force! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
And this just proves that this team is so well coached on special teams. Everybody, all blockers up front, getting in position, no penalties. And how about the individual effort by the return man?
This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. He's got it. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8.
And nice play by the QB, understanding when to get the ball out. This is something that I guarantee you, Palmer, you and your receivers did all the time at Florida. Just the timing, knowing when the ball's coming out and when the ball's going to be thrown so I can go make a play.
It's so important to rep it like that because you never know in games when those opportunities are going to happen. But I think that time the quarterback pre-snap, him and the receiver, they made a little eye contact. They knew this was going to be an opportunity, and they went out and they executed what they practice every single day. What you just said, David, and it works to perfection.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. 3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. The give. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd
the aggressive plays to go for the touchdown, but with a little bit of lead right here and a great start for my offense, I'm going to kick this field goal, Palmer.
I'm going the other way up.
Sneaks into the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. And the Sun Devils want to move quickly. Let's take a second about Arizona State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They're setting up the screen. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And the Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Got his man. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sun Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And the Sun Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Snap in the shotgun. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Back's looking for the goal line. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally scored. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To get off a play before we head to halftime. The give to the tailback. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kruger. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? The Sun Devils are in the hurry-up.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Takes a handoff. It's Hendricks. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. This time, he'll be stopped behind the line, and they'll pretty much give back what they just gained. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. The option look. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Falcons will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They'll move the tight end. Gives it on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Gives it on the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football.
Open space in the middle. At the 30. Inside the touchdown, Air Force. And the punishment has been extended. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all in the breeze. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The give to the back. Nice move there. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try.
42, Spider.
He'll set up to throw. Pressure coming. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Sun Devils want to crank the tempo.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Sun Devils! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot solid return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, and forcing the incompletion.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Falcons are facing 3rd and inches. Now the play fake. Now sliding to his left. Trying to make magic with his feet. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Falcons are on the move.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Keeps looking downfield. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's got him still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll start this drive going to the air. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. 4 wideouts set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Firing to the right, complete. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Sun Devils have it for the 1st and 10.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll run play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, he's still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On third and short, the power run here. There he goes. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
To the air on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late, you're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in.
Oh, and out of space. Touchdown, Air Force. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had 0 problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Sun Devils trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Hendricks. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like. But
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Great job out of the back on the option.
nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And the extra point was good. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
Now on the option. He'll toss it.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, he'll throw it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Powers through. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us for